Well, and one of the other ones that I think that probably goes along with that too, that you address in the chapter, is the distractions. That not because when you're shooting for a goal, when you're shooting for a vision. Now that's why we talked earlier in the book about keeping your eyes on the goal, because you go where your eyes are. But if you go, oh, look at this one, look at this one, look at this, well, where are you going?
Squirrel.
Right, and it's really hard for people to follow along because like I mentioned earlier, sometimes you might say, oh, we're going to have to backtrack a little bit because we're still moving towards the goal. We're just going to have to go around this thing to get there. But that's totally different than like, is it this one? What about this one? Oh, that would be really cool. I wonder if we could do this too. Yeah. Those distractions really, I think your energy and your momentum is all diffused around. It's not focused on anything.
My grandpa both my grandpas were quite fun with quotes, hence the book Sage Advice. But a quote that my grandpa would give me, we'd go to church with them in the morning, go back to their home to have dinner. It's kind of a family day in the olden days. And my grandpa would be like, the devil can't stop you from walking with me to church. And I was little. I'm like, okay, where is he? But he can distract you while you're in church not to get anything out of it. And I thought that's pretty parallel to a leader. The distractions of us, or if we have a teammate who's easily distracted or maybe discouraged, and we have to really put our leadership hat on to meet them where they're at.
Yep.
Which isn't easy because if you have a big team, you're kind of applying it differently. But The distractions are so easy. It's, I remember coaching one of my son's baseball teams, and I had to hide this player in the outfield. And why? Because he was distracted. You know what he was doing? Picking up clovers because he liked bees. There were no bees out there, and we're not playing the bees, but he's holding clovers in his hand with a glove. What happened?
Right.
The ball came to him. He didn't want to lose the clovers, so he let the ball bounce, go to the fence, picked it up, and he's like, switch the clovers to throw. And we just kind of make modifications if we're distracted. And so he didn't play a lot of innings because he was often distracted, but his mom and dad thought he was cute out there in right field, you know, whatever.
Yeah, and hey, listen, cute has its place, but when you are trying to move a team forward, cute can become a distraction that you're like, look at that, it looks nice. Yeah, but it's not moving us down the road. And so, so that's really, I think that's kind of the 1-2 punch on bringing people together, is that you have to say, all right, I'm going to go check this thing out. But then when I come back and I'm sharing it with you, we can't be distracted by this. And so that's why, there is a place for saying, I'm going to answer these questions that you have. But at some point, now the questions are just the distractions, the hindrance to us moving forward.
Or stall tactics.
Yeah. And we're just going to have to go.
Yeah. At some point, you can check the water depth. Is it cold? Do I have a towel? Okay, you still got to jump in the water, bro. Come on, let's go.